had to improvise a little bit as to what I'm doing tonight. So, yeah, it's really nice for at last there to be an experimental poetry night in Bristol, and it's really good to use the Arnolfini and to get a mix of people from outside of Bristol and Bristolians in here all together. Awesome. This is a lovely Friday evening, white room event, and this is a Sunday morning words poem. This room isn't meant to be blue, it's meant to be any colour except horsetail loose in a changeable winter sky. At night it closes in on me, presses my temples, the bed drips with dark matter, fallen stars. Navy shadows grind and dust seeps from the walls. The sheets heave and cough with your bad breath. Sleep is a temptress who is always out of reach. And then your cold machinery presses into me. You move my arms into position and clamp me tight. Ants begin to run up my legs. My skin feels suddenly greasy. I freeze. Inhaled by you, I no longer exist. My empty nightshirt lies on the bed, and as you absorb me, you become thinner and thinner. Are you going to, Paul, could you give me a help with the poem here?
Yeah, sure.
James's Law.
Newton's law.
His logical mind dislodged my soft, intuitive voice.
Says that we will.
Only half myself, I became corrupted.
Never move imperfect.
Lost examining the minute details of his life.
Ellipsis around the sun.
The letters in my speech became unfettered.
The circularity arises because
into the sky, rearranging themselves into
philosophers of science have
words he would like to hear. I wore clothes
some prior commitment, although
he would like to see. I thought only
perhaps minimal and restricted.
About his problems, his fears, his
F equals M1, M2, G, where G is a constant R squared.
aspirations. I turned slowly in his hands into form.
If we can somehow solve this problem
Mass as a constant I was,
of induction and vindicate, the former horn
reconfigured and lost.
of the dilemma can somehow be grasped. It is
I was own my significance until
clear that we need to reach what is known as
I was only of
reflective equilibrium between our pre-philosophical
substance.
beliefs and the results of our philosophical inquiry, since
Because
the former threatens our everyday knowledge. Anti-realists
of his
limit this knowledge to a description.
gravity. Thank you, Paul. No. No fixed abode. Her voice can reach all the way into me and turn screws until they tighten so hard I bleed. He stands at the top of the stairs, leaning into the drop, reading the sky, the silhouette of a pigeon blending into bare trees. He is holding on to air. Ascarabacus escapan du suboca. Strings come from my eyes. They spread across the room and out of the window, turning into wires. My grey eyes cry Mercury. It runs down the silver strands, dripping into oily, slips by the old garages, Lights flash of fire. The flames spread up the garden path, roaring towards the house. The doors always open and shut very fast, slamming for the fun of it. I open my mouth. Black beetles escape, crawl all over my body. The house sighs, cracking mortar. The house starts to turn again, thundering as it rips through the earth. Oh, house, my wires are getting tangled. The house is disrespectful. It turns a full 360 degrees. My beetles run in all directions. They trail down the wires, hundreds from my mouth, nipping at my lips. Calling and clattering clippers, hide the wires. A face, a question. How was your day? Okay. Basil's bubble. What might be forbidden is allowed, necessary. I swear I heard it whispered while we were being wretchedly deceitful, a spell was put on me. Free of inhibitions and sober with you, who was a bit of a stranger, an old friend. Ordinary rules don't apply. What might be difficult and awkward becomes easy. A Cheshire cat smile, an escape from unrequited love to the time when time stops, button by button nobody knows. The colours respond to the change of temperature, igniting abstractions as implausible Saturn's South Pole storm. We could be anywhere, a telephone box, Paris, Titan, or even another galaxy. The waves of colour slow. You stand up, I blend into indigo. The hazel of your eyes, I am emptied of worldliness as my olive skin burns gold. It lights your earthly tones. We go a long way in our hidden world. We see a lot of places that are rarely seen. We experience hidden joys and discover with new eyes the sights and sounds. Somehow, my fatigue, my exhaustion at life is forgotten. We are glowing, a spectrum of light, movement. Yes, we found all there was to find. Above the Sea of Marmar, the winter sun reflected the noon moon onto its yellow, purple, green, high away into the blue. Forgetting loss as tired life slept on the floor, we found everything. It's like stepping into a bubble together and losing ourselves, then stepping out and watching the sphere, floating into the sky. The winter sun reflects naked branches of the trees on its thin skin. Floating high away into the blue, the bubble popped. In our different worlds, we both blinked. With you, who were a bit of a stranger, what was difficult became easy. The forbidden became allowable, a long-lost old friend. I liken it to stepping into a bubble. And there is a really wonderful film that me and Andrew there, we made it together, and in all that, I forgot to say, but maybe the next time we have, I could just read the film next time, just to get the film.
Put it up online if you like as well.
Awesome. Okay, if you could press, take it back to the start if it was really slow.
Which one is this semblance?
This is semblance. So I also teach martial arts. So this is a performance poetry martial arts.
Semblance. Joie. When I first held my joie, I thought about the violence of the sword, about myself as a pacifist, compromising my beliefs, but gradually I learned it is all about self-control and my body. I've never cut another person with my sword. It connects me to softness, breath and balance. I don't use a tassel. I like the simplicity of the silver line. My blade, a little rusty, still flashes when it catches the light, claps thunder as I thrust the tip and stab, and I feel a guilty thrill at being skillful in the noble art of the gentleman's sword.
到了初次拿起剑，我想到了剑里的抱怨，想到了我自己一个和平主义者的中庸，而终究我明白了，剑道关乎的都是自律和身体。
With the sword, my smaller frame can flicker like a candle's flame. My blade can be as sharp as a man's. My sword can be longer, and I'm a smaller target, flitting. I can get inside your guard. I can kill too. I could take on your monstrous principles and either emulate or fight for. The danger is that by killing the monster, I become the monster myself.
剑道光通的都是自律和深情。我从未用我的剑伤过谁，他只是把我的温柔。
Fuma, for God's sake, I'm not trying to shock or make a point, but I do enough. Fucking cooking at home, so when I come away I want to pick up a sword or a pole or whatever I can get my dirty little hands on and chop the air and shout and get all primal till sweat pours down the sides of my face and I get fucking red and my lungs burn and I make you look twice. Just don't get in my way when I'm in a slashing, cutting frame of mind.
娘，天哪！我真不是吓唬谁，也不想说什么大道理，但是我每天在家进行了做够了字。
Sonnet 67. File sword parts SVG. Sword _ parts SVG. SVG. File nominally 36B or C. 550 times 310 pixels. Between 10 and 12 stone, file size 30 kilobytes. This image rendered as PNG 5'9", 10. In other widths, 20 pixels, 500 pixels, 1000 pixels, 200 pixels, 46 years and progressing. Description, English, labelled, diagram of a sword, bleached hair, scabbard, financially viable. Français, diagramme avec chocolat, l'abritou, appui, chardonnay et de sang frais, date April 2014. Status, sexually active. Source, derivative of file, genetic imperfection.
此是行诗第68首，见止步图，查询作者。
Source, derivative of
Why I became a geisha. It was only half a step. Repetition, a decision. I put on the mask. Underneath, no body. I am full of emptiness, except where there should be my sexuality. There are 3 strands of silk that make the sound of a bell and voice of your wind. The harder you pluck, the more violent the noise, and then starts the wailing, so you cannot relax with me, because the closer you get, the louder the cacophony, the chorus rumbles, turns into thunder, and we both begin the jabbering. We put our hands over our ears, and I have to beg you to stop before I'm shaken off from the edge of the world and my face starts to crack and you finally see.
当我初次拿起剑，我想到了剑里的抱怨，想到了我自己，一个和平主义者的中庸，而终究我明白了。